Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. This is going to be general collective readings. Please remember to take what resonates and toss the rest. Okay. Let's see what's going on here. Obsessed much? Right off the bat we have the devil. Yeah, this is somebody's obsessed with competing against you. And you let go of some kind of betrayal. And you transformed it into love. You transformed it into the Ace of Cups. So this is definitely somebody obsessed with some sort of competition, enemy, clever, look over your shoulder, banter, rumors. And you're over here in the Nine of Wands. This betrayal, or this Ten of Swords, this is over. This is over. Because you want no part of it. Four of Cups. And like I said, transformed it into the Ace of Cups. Like, love you anyway. Scorpio energy. And so now, because you left that betrayal behind, the Jupiterian energy is bringing the Ten of Cups, which is total wish fulfillment. Could be a Cancer. Somebody tried to get in the way of an Ace of Cups here. They tried to confuse the truth. They tried to confuse someone about finding out the truth about you, which is you're a good person and you're standing in your integrity. You are this person's wish fulfillment. I feel like jealousy has made this other person very, very obsessed. Regardless if maybe they want that person. I don't know. But whatever secrets were hidden here have been exposed. Pisces, Leo energy. Whatever's been hidden here by this obsessive energy, who I think does a little too much, you know. It's out the water. It's blown out the water. Literally blown out the water. Pisces, Leo energy. Because they were under some kind of illusion about this lover's situation. Gemini energy. So, ships are coming in. Three of Wands. But it's the Page of Pentacles. So this person was trying to get in the way of some kind of offer that was coming your way. Even though the offer wasn't that great, it was still an offer. So the Queen of Swords stood in her power and cut somebody off. The Mother energy, Empress, you know, this is somebody who could have cut off a Libra or a Taurus. Standing in their power. But there's an empty victory here. You know, they may have won the battle, but they did not win the war. In fact, this person could end up being homeless because of karma. Karma's a bitch. Your obsession with somebody else's life is gonna cost you. Gonna cost you big time. Temperance in the Queen of Pentacles energy. So, like I said, this could be a competition between two females, two males, I don't know. But you balancing out your situation is what brought this to the forefront. Like I said, somebody might be getting divorced because of their backstabbing ways. Somebody could be getting kicked out of their home because all they want to do is obsess and throw other people under the bus. It reminds me of that somebody who left the United States and went to a different country, and they got stuck in that country and wasn't allowed to come back to the United States. So they were begging people for money and crying because they were homeless and they had nowhere to go. But they bought their own ticket. You know, they're the ones that left their own country because they didn't agree with some sort of decision, and then got stuck in a foreign country with no way to survive because they turned on their own. That's what this looks like to me. Somebody so obsessed with your life or your blessings that they destroyed themselves by coming for you. And you 8 of Cups that ass. Could be a Taurus. Could be a Sagittarius. Could be a Capricorn. This is somebody that you know, you don't believe anymore. You don't believe a word they got to say anymore. They could be married, and you were like, I'm going to go this way. Bye now. But it feels like somebody's marriage, somebody's life is falling apart because of this. Addictions, obsessions, over attraction, over the swang, over the Ace of Wands. So there's a big old fight breaking out that you might not even be aware of because you done 8 of Cups that ass. Over this brand new passionate beginning that somebody else tried to humiliate you over. Tried to, and I feel like it was all done behind the scenes with that sun and that moon. Yeah. It's like it's been exposed, and somebody's totally exposed right now. So that's why they're fighting with all these other people. They were trying to fight with you, but it turned out into another fight with a whole bunch of other people, and now they're the ones humiliated for their actions. Because all you did was love them. Seven of Wands to the Judgment card. Somebody's trying to block judgment. Block somebody's judgment of you, of lifting you up. Sagittarius, Scorpio energy. So they're trying to block possibly a relationship, a friendship, or something like that with that 5 swords and that 5 wands. It's going to get them absolutely nowhere. Because what goes around comes around. So the World card is closing down a cycle, possibly with an Aquarius. Because there's a wish coming true. And a healing happening on a global scale. And I don't think anybody's going to be able to stop that. They're not going to be able to block judgment. They're not going to be able to block their own judgment for the part that they played in the drama that they're causing. Saturn will not allow it. Trust me when I say that. The devil ain't all bad. He's fair. So if you go and play with him, you better understand that you get trapped in that bubble, you go and pay for it. That's karma. So this is a King of Cups from the past. Scorpio energy with the King of Cups. Could be Pisces or Cancer too, but it's mostly a scorpionic energy. Somebody you remember fondly that has been stalking the hell out of a Queen of Cups. Somebody who's a sweetheart. Somebody who's a good person. Trying to see if they can find some kind of chink in your love. Like I said, all I think you did was love this person. And all they were doing was trying to find fault in a Queen of Cups. Find some kind of fault or toxicity in a Queen of Cups. When all they ended up doing was exposing themselves. Trying to manifest a new beginning through manipulation. But instead, it ended up manifesting a new beginning for you. Virgo, Gemini, and Aries energy. The Magician, the Fool. Whatever this Two of Cups is, that was very painful, it's going to be healed. Scary, but it will be healed. It will be fixed. If that's what somebody chooses. I mean, everybody's going to be different. To each their own. You fix what you want to fix. You don't have to fix something that's toxic. I get it. Nine of Cups and then Ace of Pentacles. So, there was some kind of wish coming in that this person tried to interfere with. And it has something to do with a brand new beginning in finances or a brand new beginning in stability. They tried to play with justice. And they got caught. Okay? Look at those two cards very carefully. When you play with fire, you're going to get burned. Karma. When you try to poison the minds of other people for money, you're drinking your own poison. Whoever you are. Now, whoever played this game is going to have to accept the responsibility and carry those wands to the tower. It's weighing heavy on whoever this Knight of Wands is. But like I said, they drank their own poison. They poisoned themselves with some wish about money that probably never even happened because of their obsession. Now, I'm getting alcoholism, but I'm not, that could be for just a few of you. There's going to be a lot of weight on this person. And they're going to be financially strapped because of their manipulation, because of trying to figure out how to grow something that, like I said, what you trying to grow? What you trying to grow? You're drinking your own poison. When you attacking other people for a financial gain, for a monetary gain, it's never going to work out the way you planned. Because whoever worked for fairness, whoever worked for stability, money, whoever did what was right is the one who gets paid. You gotta do the work to get paid. And that doesn't mean throwing other people under the bus. That means keeping your head down, doing what you gotta do to make stuff happen. 8 of Pentacles to the 6 of Pentacles. The High Priestess knows, okay? The High Priestess knew all along that these people were working against them. But she still kept her head down and kept on working. Figured things out and created a new way of being. Even if it was all by themselves. Because integrity, truth, always wins. So the 7, the 8, and 9 of Pentacles is what's happening. The 3 of Pentacles is not. And whoever this person is that caused the problem is the one that carries the 8 of Swords to the Tower. And the 8 of Swords is being stuck in your head. For those who don't understand what being stuck in your head is about, that's trying to figure out where you went wrong. Where you went wrong was attacking an innocent person. So you're going to hear about the person that did this. Everybody's walking away from them. See that person in the window? And they're hurt because they drank their own poison. You're going to hear about it. Page of Wands. Because they was lying, cheating, stealing, and trying to hang on to something that don't belong to them out of greed. Seven of Swords to the 4 of Pentacles. So now we have the Emperor and the Queen of Wands. Aries energy. Somebody tried to overpower the attraction here with some form of recklessness, trying to humiliate an emperor, somebody who stands in their power. It's their destiny to stand in their power. Yet this Knight of Swords comes in and says, well, I think you're doing this, and I think you're doing that, and I think I should try to humiliate you out of your destiny. Because I want it. Because I want it. That'll get you the 3 of Swords real fast. And a Tower. Too bad, so sad, you don't get it. The person who takes the lead keeps their head down and keeps on working. They're the ones that win. So, this King of Pentacles, who's, could be a Virgo, who's watching from behind the scenes, I feel like has gone within to seek their answers, and they found out the truth. So they made a choice. And as I said before, you're going to hear about it. 8 of Wands. This could involve some kind of travel. Some kind of an offer to travel. But it's your choice. Your choice. Okay? And whoever this Page of Cups, this very immature energy was, they want to apologize with they broke down flower. Because they're nervous about what comes next. What comes next is you're moving on to calmer waters into the 10 of Pentacles from the 9 of Pentacles. And whoever this person who went ta-da and started running their mouth is going to be in heavy regret. Male or female? Because those two cups are still standing. They're still standing. Somebody's going to be grieving, though. Because whatever celebration they tried to hold up here is being recognized. It's being seen. It's being seen. You wanted attention, whoever you are, King of Wands, or Queen of Wands, whoever you are. You wanted attention. Well, you got it. I think you just got it in the wrong way. Now, I'm talking to my viewers. My viewers, I feel like you're the one that's been under attack by these 5 Wands, 5 Swords. For no reason at all. For no reason. Just because you're balanced and loving. And somebody else has recognized that. But whoever this person is, they wanted to beat you out of it. With some sort of competition and obsession. Well, like I said, whoever they are, they got the attention they wanted. Just may not have been the kind of attention they wanted. So, good luck with that. I mean, hang up by your feet. This is all you want. You win. You win the toxicity. But I think you're going to regret that. I'm not saying that, like I said, I'm not saying that to my viewers. Most of my viewers are good people. They got good intentions. They are not trapped in this toxic nonsense. They have strength over the devil. They done tame that lion because they listened to their intuition about a betrayal. They knew that this person was playing with the boss. And there's a whole group of them. I got Leo, Pisces, Aries, and Capricorn. So they could be any or all of the above. You don't play with somebody that's standing in their own power, especially not with lies and obsession. Those are all the way wrong emotions to play with when you're playing with somebody who's standing in their integrity. When you have somebody who's keeping their head down, working, rising above the egoic connections, like they have to belong to something. They're okay with standing on their own in the 7, 8, 9, and 9 of Pentacles, which leads them to the 10 of Pentacles. Whoa. Yeah. This case is closed. We have the 5 of Swords again. The Five of Swords with the Three of Wands. So there's definitely three people involved in this. Has something to do with the Knight of Cups and a Hanged Man. Except Pisces energy. The World card over a Two of Cups that there was some confusion about. And somebody felt left out in the cold with the Five of Pentacles. So they used some sort of past energy that they regret using now because they drank their own poison. That is the Knight of Pentacles again. Hermit. Virgo energy. The Six of Wands. Wins over recklessness. So the Hermit energy could be you. That could be you winning this fight, but at what cost? Could be a friendship, could be a relationship. Like I said, it has something to do with the Two of Cups. And your ship's coming in, and somebody is doing their very best to keep that from happening. That's why. That's what. I feel like you are the Hanged Man at this point, looking at things from a different perspective, because it's the Ten of Cups, and there's the Devil again. Somebody's so obsessed with your Ten of Cups and a King of Pentacles that they were willing to fight at any cost. At any cost. For their immaturity. That's sad. It's very, very sad. Collective, you're winning over this. So don't even think about, don't even give it a second thought. I'm going to read from the Hidden Realms today because I do feel like these are the messages that need to be heard. Like I said, toxicity's going to win. You're going to get the kind of attention you want, but it ain't going to be the kind of attention you want. You're going to get the attention, maybe just not the attention you wanted. Okay, so we have the Web Weaver in reverse. This is synchronicity, divine intelligence, and cause and effect. There's definitely some cause and effect here. You caused your own effect. Number 11. That's the second time I've gotten double ones. I got triple ones last time. Synchronicity is definitely in play here. Whoever this person is that drank their own poison, they're going to suffer the consequences. Okay, so this is coming in as a challenger, not as an ally. It says, the Web Weaver warns you to address your behavior in all areas. Where are you being dishonest and with others and with yourself? Are you fearful that you'll be left out in the cold and abandoned if you don't relinquish control? Your strand in the web is beautiful and unique, and you don't need to camouflage who you really are in order to manipulate results. You're challenged to stand tall in all your perfect imperfections. See yourself truly and allow the patterns of your life to be woven into the beauty meant for you and you alone. Keep in mind that if you do what you did, you'll get what you got. The web remembers everything. Do something different this time and watch a miracle. This applies to all your questions at the moment, for everything is connected. Absolutely. So whoever this person is, if you do what you did, you're going to get what you got. It's just how it is. Got to stop drinking that poison. And get on board with Gaia and loving people, and quit trying to hurt people on purpose with lies and slander and gossip. It's just an obsession over other people's relationships. Leave people alone. That's all I got to say about that. That's all I got to say about that. I feel like Forrest Gump. Anyway, I love you guys, and those are your messages. Take care. See you next time. Bye for now.